checkup, and now I'm trying to blow a bag or two.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Big Ace open. We got three, fellas. We got three.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Big Ace. Green.
Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Crunch.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Oh,
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Hey, shit. Move.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Omaha.
Here's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 42 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. On first down, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it to Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Laird. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing now is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Let's go.
Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Fields throw complete here to Waller. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Slam, slam. Rotate, spell. Sure.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hey, check, Mike 21.
Now Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. Omaha. Mark 5. All day, pump. Check 26.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Omaha.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 28-0. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Bang, 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 bang. Hey,
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, Big Ace. 24, check 24. Check 4. You go tight. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Hey, hold on. Watch the screen.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And the Cardinals first down.
Let's go. So don't say nothing. Fires the mic. Yeah. Check for it. Hey, huh.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Now it's Fields. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Big Ace. Mike 5. Hey. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 5. Coming for you. Kill. Big Ace. Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Arizona. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Ace.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. That's a strong running. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who...
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20.
There it is. There it is.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. He's crashing.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Again, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
On the set. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill, kill, kill.
Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Matt Prater is to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go, D. Mike 52, Mike 52. Buzz. He's checking. Crash. Check. Alert flare.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead.
56, Raiders 14. Matt Prater is to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Fields looking deep for Adams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tight down. There you go. My five. Watch the run. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
49, check 49.
Slam. Chest. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Lucky.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season.